Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Valencia, and this morning I received something from YSL. So a few days ago, or I think a week ago, I ordered a free sample of the new foundation, and this morning I received it in this little bottle here. This is something different. So usually I sit here in front of you in the intro bit with a face full of makeup on, but I thought let's start this from the beginning. I'll tell you about the foundation and let's go through it together. So this is the foundation they released recently, and it's called the YSL All Hours Liquid Foundation, and it comes in 22 shades. I think it's the same as the YSL Touche Éclat foundation, and if you've been watching my videos then you know I love YSL foundations. My favourite one is actually the YSL Touche Éclat foundation, and I use it every day in every single one of my videos, and it is on the dewy side, but I have oily skin. I wear it because it doesn't look too greasy, and it's quite lightweight as well because it doesn't make my face look cakey. And you know, if you have oily skin, more likely to stay away from those dewy foundations, but I think the YSL Touche Éclat foundation is actually quite nice. So this one, the All Hours foundation, it's a matte foundation, so it says here, so it lasts up to 24 hours. It's flawlessly matte and it also has full coverage. The YSL Touche Éclat is quite lightweight and light to medium sort of coverage, but this is supposed to be full coverage. I don't usually wear full coverage foundation because I think it looks like you are wearing makeup, so I stick with like light coverage or even medium coverage foundation. So I'm really looking forward to trying this one out. Okay, so this is what it says on their description. So it says YSL All Hours Liquid Foundation has you covered for endless nights. Own the night and the day with a matte foundation for a flawless complexion which stays put for up to 24 hours. A rich level of fine pigmentation means full coverage with a flawless, even finish without a mask-like effect. The high coverage foundation's innovative formula is waterproof and transfer resistant with no compromise on comfort and no need to touch up. The oil-free formula gives a matte look throughout the day and helps to reduce the appearance of pores. Apply with the All Hours blender for a polished, flawless finish. For increased wear and hold, apply All Hours primer before the foundation, an instant perfecting layer for a lasting matte complexion. The YSL All Hours Liquid Matte Foundation formula is enriched with a skincare complex and UV filter, leaving skin looking fresh and smooth, suitable for all skin types including sensitive skin, and it's got some SPF in there as well. It has SPF 20, so it's waterproof, transfer resistant, and it reduces the appearance of pores. I'm liking all three of those because I have massive pores around my cheeks and I do have oily skin as well. So it says it doesn't require touching up during the day, so let's see. Okay, so I've already got my moisturizer, my eye cream and some lip balm on. So this is the shade BD50. They're the same range as the Touche Éclat foundations, and this is the one I normally use. So as you can see, this looks a little bit lighter than the one I have, so let's see if there is any difference. So as you open the little bottle, it comes with a spatula. So this is just one end of the spatula, and I've got a lot of product on there already. And I'm just going to apply the YSL Touche Éclat foundation on the other side just to see if there is any difference. Okay, so I asked for the shade BD50, and I don't know if you can see that. This is the YSL Touche Éclat foundation and this is the All Hours. This on camera might not look it, but in real life it looks slightly pinky, like it has a pink undertone, whereas this one is a proper yellow undertone. And as you can see, this one's already running down my hand, whereas this one has stayed put. Let's just use the spatula. Okay, so I'm going to use my Real Techniques beauty sponge and I'm going to bounce the foundation all over my skin. So as you know, I always avoid my under eye area because I apply some colour corrector there and concealer as well, so I don't like my makeup looking too cakey. May have applied too much, I think. It is matte, I'll give you that. I think it looks too light on my face, if I'm honest. I think I should have gone for the shade darker. It is full coverage, I guess. Okay, so maybe not. Maybe it's not too bad. So it is slightly ashy on me, but I think I can just fix that with some contour and I'll be okay. Okay, so far it said it minimizes the look of, reduces the look of pores, but I think the opposite actually. In fact, I can see it a bit more with my YSL Touche Éclat foundation. It does reduce the appearance of my pores, and it's like the foundation sort of sinks into the pores, giving you that like that smooth sort of finish. But this has almost exaggerated my pores. I generally don't like matte foundations, although I have oily skin, but that's just my preference. And this, it is matte, as you can see on camera as well. It's not shiny, maybe a little bit around there, but the rest of my face is looking pretty matte compared to usual. The colour is quite closely matched to my skin. There is a little bit of ashy, a few ashy areas like around my mouth and maybe some around my forehead as well. Otherwise, it is pretty lightweight and my skin does feel like skin. It doesn't feel like I have any product on there. It's not tacky or anything. It just feels quite moisturized, and it is lightweight, I'm not lying. Although it's quite a full coverage foundation, it is quite lightweight on the skin. But I think actually, I'm not sure whether I like this or not. It's exaggerated a few things. It's exaggerated the areas where I have like fine lines and things. It's exaggerated the bumps that I have on my skin, and also my pores. It hasn't reduced the look of them. In fact, it's exaggerated them a little bit, I think. But anyway, I think I'm going to do the rest of my makeup and I'll be back and then I'll tell you what I actually think of this. So it is oh, brightness is too low. It is 2:39 in the afternoon. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I'm going to leave it on for the rest of the day and then check in with you later on in the probably late evening and let you know my thoughts on this foundation. So I'm just going to do the rest of my makeup off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got everything on now, so I'm going to do a check-in in the late evening and let you guys know what I think about the new foundation. But I think, in fact, I think it's sitting better now after powdering it and everything. The pores are still visible, but I think the foundation may have oxidized to my skin colour. Still looks a little bit ashy around there, but that's okay. But if you'd like to see how I did my eye makeup, then please let me know in the comments down below and I'll be happy to do this video. But yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Hi guys, it's brightness too low again. It's 9:04 in the evening, like late evening, night, and I just wanted to check in. I was going to leave it on for until like 11 or something, but I don't like when it's too oily on my face. I haven't touched up during the day and I just don't like how my skin feels when I know my skin is getting a bit oily, so I'm going to take it off a bit earlier. If you can see, it's really shiny around my cheeks, my nose. This part is not too bad. My forehead is slightly oily down the centre, temples aren't too bad, and the perimeters of my face isn't too bad, but it's really oily here. I don't have combination skin, I do have really oily skin, and to be honest, I think it's oilier than my skin would be with the Touche Clark foundation. So I think this is a pass for me. Granted, I don't have my foundation, my makeup on for 6 hours. I think it's been 6. No, it's been 7 hours now, almost 7 hours. I don't usually have my foundation on for this long. Actually, this is going to bug me, so I'm just going to blot my face with some tissue because that is not pretty. Yeah, so as I was saying, I haven't powdered my skin. I've left it the way it was since about 3 or whatever it was by the time I finished my makeup. Left it the way it was since then, and as you saw, it was really oily around my cheeks, my nose, a little bit on the forehead, tiny bit on the chin, but not too bad. And then the perimeters were okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like this foundation as much as I thought I would. I don't usually go for matte foundations. I like the dewy side of foundations. I used to wear my MAC Studio Fix Fluid foundation, I think, and this was a really long time ago, and I just didn't like the texture of it. So since then I've never gone back to matte foundations, but I thought I'd give this a try, and the results were okay. Like, as you can see, it's not worn off. The makeup has stayed the way it was, and I didn't apply any setting spray or anything, so it stayed the way it was. It's almost matched into the colour of my neck and the rest of my body, so that's a plus. I think maybe the foundation slowly oxidizes as the hours go on. The great things are about this foundation are that it is full coverage, maybe slightly worn off there actually. It is full, maybe medium to full coverage, but it does have a good amount of pigmentation in there. It is matte. It might be actually, since I'm using it on oily skin and it's left me so oily, it might actually be okay for people with dry skin, but maybe not for combination or oily to combination skin. The downside of this is it's not 24 hours. It's not a 24-hour foundation. It doesn't stay on your skin without needing that touch up. If you do have really oily skin like I do, then you won't like this. And if you also have really textured skin, like if you have like fine lines, bumps or spots, pores around your skin, you might not like this foundation as much, but I think it was okay. I might use it in the future. It did say to apply a primer, although it said apply the 24-hour stay primer and the setting spray as well. I think it was the setting spray, but I don't have any of those. I didn't set it with my setting spray that I do have. I didn't apply any primer before this as well, so maybe next time I will apply some primer on, apply this foundation on and give it another try, and then let you guys know in the next few videos or something what I think about this foundation. I was thinking of taking this on holiday with me to Lisbon, but I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that now. It's quite a small size, so it would have been really good for travelling. I think I might take it and just give it a try. I don't know. I'm a bit on the fence with this foundation. I think I need to use it a little bit more to know whether it does work for my skin type or not. So overall, I'm not entirely disappointed with the foundation. To be honest, I really like YSL products. I've never had issues in the past. I think this is the only foundation that doesn't make me break out. The MAC foundation that I used to use before it was so bad for my skin. My skin would always break out, but I have never had any issues with any breakouts or anything with YSL foundations. I've used their concealer. So anyway, I'm going to end this video here because otherwise I'll be talking forever. So if you like this video, then make sure to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to share and subscribe if you'd like to see more of my channel. more of my videos. But otherwise, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!